Hello and welcome everybody. Today I've got a really cool replay for you. It's the Wargame Cup quarterfinal round between Bentguru and FIFA. As always, I have FIFA here with me, and yeah, he played himself, so I hope he can bring us some interesting feelings about the game, like the last time. So let's see. FIFA, you can introduce.
Hello, and once again, welcome to another Innoka TV cast, and I hope you guys enjoy this match.
Yeah. Okay, I will talk a little bit about Bentguru's deployment here. So, Bentguru is a well-known player now, and he's got a really individual style, which a lot of people are copying at the moment. Here he's got his 12 Marta VTS1 on Veteran C1. He's got 12 of the Weasels. This time he bought them on Veteran C1, which is interesting. I prefer to do it. I mentioned it before. Never saw him doing it, but yeah, I think it's really good. He's got a lot of VABs here with chasseurs in it, I suppose. Interesting thing, he's got one MOS. Yeah, this is interesting on this map. It can pay out if you get a decent hit, but it can be an fail investion sometimes. So let's see how we will use this. He's got an Leopard 2A4. Really interesting. Heavy tanks are kind of coming back into the game, and then the last time, if you micro them decently, if you know how to play them, they can dominate the whole game. So really interesting. We get an ITO Jeep here and two commands with a lot of stingers for command protection. He's got no normal infantry like Fusiliers or something like that, only stingers. Yeah, let's see. I would prefer some ground defending as well, but yeah, we will see. Recon Gazelle. Yeah, and that's basically it. Let's see at FIFA's deployment. FIFA, tell us
All
about
right,
that.
I'm basically using the same build that I've been using for my last rounds, but with some small modifications. I knew I was facing Bentguru, and as you mentioned, Inoka, his playstyle is pretty well known, so I anticipated that we would have a big battle at the middle at around Delta and Golf, so I've tried to get as many guns, as much firepower as I could into my build.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, I had the Chalos and the T80s that I took before, but I increased the firepower with some Topaz 2As. Those are recoilless APCs,
Yes.
and they're pretty good at taking out light units and infantry.
Yeah, definitely.
And I had some artillery with me because, as Inoka mentioned, artillery can pay off on this map, especially when troops are going across the bridge at Delta and Golf. If you can get a good hit, it will manage to panic or rout units. So, and I have some infantry to just cover Delta, the little town, and the bushes, and two separate groups of infantry to cover the flanks.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
Yeah, yeah. As I saw, you bought the Zelos here without veterancy. That's not really typical for you. Normally you take them on veterancy too, I think.
Yeah, I usually take them at veteran C2, so they have like the magic stabilizers, as people call them.
Yeah.
But they don't really stand up too well against Martyrs, and I anticipated that the Chalos would die pretty quickly against them. So I thought it was not needed, and they fed up on their own pretty quickly anyway. So
Okay, yeah, interesting. So, I would say let's do a countdown as always and start on go. I
yeah.
say 3, 2, 1, and go.
Yeah. Also, on an interesting note, I actually bought a recon heli in MI9, but
Yeah.
while I was deploying, I thought I still had some money left, and I thought I missed something, so I just clicked randomly, and suddenly I deleted my recon heli, and the game started. So it was pretty annoying.
Yeah, okay, not that bad. But yeah, you missed some recon, but as we mentioned, it was kinda obvious what Bentguru would do because he always plays his style and is really confident with it. So let's see. Interesting thing, I don't know if I mentioned it, but Bentguru is basically, it looks like, I'm not sure, but it looks like that he's ignoring the flanks at Hotel and Echo. This is really interesting because a lot of players try to get some sneak attacks here or play some infantry, and I always protect the flanks with like 4 chasseurs or 4 motostrelcies or something like that. And it looks like, yeah, definitely it looks like he's completely ignoring these flanks. And yeah, as FIFA mentioned, he has quite a lot of infantry for this flank. So let's see if this will work out good for Bentguru.
Yeah, if there's like one weakness in Bentguru's specific playstyle, it would be the fact that he tends to ignore his flanks. So.
Yeah. Well, this is basically a weakness for a lot of players. And yeah, this Riking is always pretty aggressive here, but didn't die though.
No, it managed to get away.
Yeah.
And on another interesting note, as you can see, Bentguru is actually not sending his weasel straightly fast moving into Golf, but is actually regrouping before sending his troops in.
Yeah, that's the thing I noticed when we did the training games, because you have to know we did a lot of training games, I think almost 20 or something like that, where I kinda tried to play like Bentguru, and if you send in the weasels immediately, you have a couple of problems. One problem could be that you have a smurge. The second problem is that you have heavy pack tanks which are outranging you here, and if the weasels, they're faster than the martyrs, and the weasels are not really good for a meat shield because they die immediately to anything, and yeah, you won't waste your weasels.
Yeah, so it was probably a wise choice for him to just wait it out and see if I would waste some artillery shots on his infantry leading the charge.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Bentguru had like a CV going to hotel, but he pulled it back.
Yeah, that's what we mentioned. He didn't have any ground forces escorting his CV, and now he saw that you pushed here with a lot of infantry, and he had no chance to get his CV to hotel like he planned, so he has to actually has to fall back with it. And now I think he's heading for Foxtrot, where your second infantry push is waiting. So yeah.
Yeah, and meanwhile I've decided to set my CV from Alpha to Charlie since it seems to be secure.
Yeah.
And the battle at Golf and Delta is going on. I have a small lead for the moment, but it won't last for long, I think.
Yeah. He's actually using his units relatively smart, because, as I mentioned, you have here the T80s, and if he took the right flank on his point of view, he would just drove into the still standing outranging T80s and Dalos. So he took the left flank and left the rest behind this town, that you can't snipe his units out. This is well, pretty smart done.
Another problem he had, the MLRS, he brought it forward too far, so he couldn't shoot at my blob until now.
Yeah, yeah, sure. He just brought it into this wood where the Leopard 2 is. Now we see the Chaparral charging to your M and Hein. Let's see if you can, if you notice it.
No.
Yeah, the Chaparral.
I think this is the point that I lose, and this is actually very annoying. You'll see.
Yeah.
So it takes out the colors.
It takes out the colors, and yeah.
And now I lost 100 points, and I lost my lead.
Yeah, that's annoying, really annoying. So now he's has to fall back because the infantry push here from Hotel is arriving at India, and he only had this air defense, like I mentioned 2 times now, and now he's pulling back with all his weasels and martyrs to get this infantry down. Yeah, so here we get the biggest problem of his open flanks. He had to pull back here, and FIFA had the opportunity now to get some space in the middle island, but you don't do it at the moment.
No, because the MLRS panicked my Charlos, and I was worried that he would move in with his weasels and martyrs and take them out.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned, he put them back to protect his CV, which was probably the wisest choice.
Yeah, definitely. Now you are moving in with your Zealous again. And as I see, your T62M1 is already out of missiles.
Yeah, I think it wasted all the missiles on like the Vet or the Weasels. At least it didn't take any high priority units out. So.
Yeah, that's true. So, small hint for the viewers. Sometimes it's good if you use the T62M1, not just to turn down your normal gun but turn down your ATGM as well until you can focus out some high value targets, because that's why you use that tank.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my infantry is chasing away the CV at Foxtrot.
Yeah, your second push, and we see another disadvantage for keep your flanks exposed. Now he has to split up his forces. The most of his martyrs and weasels are now on, not on the island, but fighting against your infantry push here. And yeah, he's still hiding his main force behind this buildings here, which is really smart because he can engage you like he wants. Because
No, I can't really make use of the maximal range of my T80 to take out those martyrs, so I have to go around the town
yeah, sure.
and get close, so that's pretty annoying actually.
Yeah, that's true. So he can actually have an efficient fight with a disadvantage of the amount of guns. So yeah, this is well done. But now he's going straight into your fire. But I think he just realized that it's not smart. His Leopard 2 is coming. Let's see. But your cells are really giving the Weasels and Martyrs a hard time at the moment. Even your 4062s. Yeah, I think this fact that he left the cover of this town cost him the lead in the moment. So you have the lead again.
Yeah, well, not the real lead, but I still have enough forces to give him a good fight. So
Yeah, you have just like 50 points, just like 50 points ahead, but it's still a lead, and yeah.
actually, I think at this stage I haven't lost a single Charlos T80 or my T62 M1, so my main force is very
you
much
lost one
alive.
cello.
I did.
Yeah.
Ah, shame.
Yeah, but never mind. It's not too bad since you didn't buy them on veterancy levels.
And I didn't expect them to survive that long, yeah.
Yeah. So he's still fighting with your infantry at Foxtrot. The CV is almost out of fuel.
Yeah, when I was chasing the CV at Foxtrot earlier, I knew I couldn't get them because the BTRs aren't really the fastest APCs. But as long as there's no CV at Foxtrot and his CV is running away, it means that he hasn't any income. So
Yeah, true that. Definitely. So and it's just about messing up his plan to keep his blob in the middle, and yeah.
and also because he had to move his weasels and martyrs around all the time, they are out of fuel now, and he needs to spend money to actually resupply them instead of buying more units.
Yeah, that's true. Well, he actually bought new weasels instead of resupplying them, but the weasels here are almost out of fuel. Now he cleaned your last infantry in Foxtrot.
Indeed.
Yeah, and at the moment it's relatively even. You have this city here near India, as we mentioned in the game between Corsi and Ikiwiki. This is actually a really smart play to place infantry here, because it just annoys your opponent. You have like recon, and it's hard to get them out.
Actually, it was from that group earlier that tried to kill the CV in
I
India.
know.
But when he put everything back, I put back my little infantry push too, because you
Yeah,
just have died.
it's sure best decision. Because now you got some kind of map control here, and yeah.
Yeah, they're more useful now acting as spotters instead of trying to kill something.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. So you start spreading around your Strela infantry over the map. You called in a Smersh, additional to your two Danas. Yeah.
And now I make a mistake with my CV from Bravo.
Ah, yeah, I see the Martyrs are just heading to Delta, and it looks like you're moving your CV from Bravo to Delta. So, let's see what's happening here.
Yeah, that was so stupid of me, but I'm still holding my heart like now at the moment of fearing that CV will die.
Yeah. When did you notice that it's...
Oh, I noticed it relatively late, but when I saw it, I was holding my heart for like 5 seconds until it was safely into that forest again.
Yeah, indeed. That could have cost you the game.
Yeah, it's small moments like this that can cost you the game, but
Yeah.
that's what makes life interesting.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's like when you play in such a tournament, it's always... You're excited nervous, and then you can do such small mistakes, and yeah, they can cost you the game. But in this case, you had luck, so nothing happened.
And my Smirch is firing at golf, but unfortunately I just lost corrected side, so it hits random stuff.
Yeah, true.
Still kills something, I think.
Yeah, it killed one Maravitas one, and now you're in a really small lead, but it's not really a lead. It's relatively even. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need to have at least 25% more points than your opponent until you can actually comfortably call it a winning lead.
Yeah, true.
And since both of us are playing with expensive units like the Leopard 2A4 and the T80s, it's pretty easy to lose like a 100-point lead.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
And talking about Leopard 2A4s, those things are damn annoying, and I just couldn't penetrate them with my T80s or the...
Yeah, sure. I didn't mention. You only have the T80s. You have the T62M1, which the job of this tank would be to kill this leopard, but it's.
And I'm actually doing that. It fired its first missile at the Leopard 2A4, if you were looking at him.
Yeah, just watching it, and it didn't hit. It just.
It actually looked like a hit. The explosion was like on the Leopard 2A4.
Yeah, this is like a known bug, I think. Sometimes the AT gems should hit, but they don't hit. This is a bug I read on the forum about some people complaining. Now he's heading with some weasels into your Zalo and T80, T62 army. Okay, they killed this T62M1, but now he's wasting all these weasels, which are wet one. Wouldn't have been necessary.
No, that was, yeah. He was trying to stun my entire blob with MLRS and then moving with the weasels to kill everything.
Yeah, true. I think he hoped that you will engage these weasels, but you didn't, so the MLS weren't hit.
No, I knew I had the rocket RT, so
yeah,
I kept that in my mind the entire time.
Actually, your Osa was a little bit out of position and was relatively late able to take out these hawks, but yeah.
And Leopard 2A4 is moving forward, but actually I think the T62M1 paid for itself because it shaken the entire moment, so even though it was at a good flanking position, it couldn't take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's true. So it didn't deal that much damage indeed.
No.
But
and
yeah.
Now my once proud Chalo army is reduced to a 50% strength.
Yes. 4 of them are left. And most of them are almost out of ammo or out of ammo and out of fuel. So this Leopard 2, as I mentioned before, is really dominating this fight at the moment. So FIFA is not really able to do anything with these tanks. The T80s are not able to penetrate the front armor of 10. So yeah, this single tank does really a key point on this middle fight at the moment. So he's pushing in with some Spartans. I think he's carrying Fusiliers in them. Yeah. You're shelling the Weasels with your Danas, which is yeah, always good because the Weasels die like paper. Yeah. Okay, now the T80s were actually able to hit the side armor of the Leopard 2. It's interesting. It has, and the Smash did some damage. The Smash killed some Mardavitias once. So now you're in like 100 point lead, and the Leopard 2 has 1 life point left and no ammo.
Yeah, and still my T80s are wasting like minutes to kill the damn Leopard 2A4.
Yeah, I remember. You have to know, for the viewers, we were on Skype when FIFA played the match and he was just screaming, "Die, Leopard, die!" Because, yeah, he couldn't manage to kill it in this moment, yeah. Now it's even routing. But nothing here to kill it. Yeah, no.
Oh, I move in my T80s to kill it, but I pulled it back because I thought those Veps would rush into my T80s.
Yeah, that would have been not good for you.
No, that would have been 160 points wasted.
Yeah, true. But now, yeah. Oh, okay, the MLS is coming at your Zalos.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Nope.
No.
Not really effective. Luckily for you, because yeah, the Zalos, most of them are already damaged. This could have gone expensive for you.
And they're actually out of ammo. That I didn't realize that, but
yeah,
they're not really useful without ammo.
Yeah, true. Tanks without ammo. Not the best thing to have. And now Bentguru is moving his leopard forward again. He should have supplied it a long time ago, but I don't see him buying any supply trucks. I see him buying A3 patterns, which is a good choice in this case here, because these are good sniping tanks and they can take out all of the Zalos and T-62s relatively easy.
Yeah, the problem with this game where we are constantly attacking each other is you have to make like a decision whether to buy supplies or more units to keep the front lines defended. So
Yeah, that's true. I think you need to drive a little bit both of the decisions to be to be successful. As we see, you constantly keep buying new T-62s and stuff, but you bought some supplies as well. And
yeah, but at this stage I killed most of the martyrs and the weasels, so I think it was a wise choice of Bentguru to buy more units to bolster the front line instead of going for supplies.
yeah, maybe. No, but here is a Hammett coming for this leopard too. So he did both. Okay.
He did both.
Yeah, as I see, you're using a T-62M. It's relatively funny. You barely see them.
Yeah, that was a mistake that I just now realized. It is because I have never used the T-62 line before, and once the first one died in the heat of battle, I just clicked the wrong button and bought the T-62M instead of the M1 variant.
So yeah, I think it was meant to counter this Leopard 2, but the T-62M is not carrying the best ATGM rocket compared to the T-62M1, so yeah, let's see if he's able to do his job.
Yeah, that leopard is so freaking. It's probably blessed by the gods or something because it's still freaking alive after everything I threw at it.
Yeah, I never have that much luck with my heavy tanks in such comparable battles.
Yeah, and you always need to be careful not to focus too much on taking out the unit and forget about the rest of the battle,
Yeah,
which I tend to do. So.
That's really important as well. So I usually tend to build one or call in one hard counter, or if I play like that, I like to use my Recon Bradley. And I use this one for taking out the high value target and focus the Martyrs and stuff, or the Zalos and stuff with the other units. So yeah, definitely true.
And at this stage of the battle, we have divided the island into two, where yeah, it's actually neatly divided in two.
Yeah, but now you get a little bit more ground than he has. You have the second wooden gulf almost secured.
Yeah, if you just look at the Diamond Island as a battlefield, the bushes are and the city are the strategic locations, and I control like 4 of the bushes and the town, and he just controls 2 bushes,
Yeah.
2 forests. So yeah.
True. So you have some kind of control of the island.
Yeah.
But yeah, you still need some pressure to take down the rest. New Smersh shot is incoming at the patents, but nah, not really effective, unfortunately for you.
No, the best way to attack a line like that with medium and heavy tanks and toes is to stun it with artillery and then move in with your troops. So yeah. I can't really attack before I manage to panic his units, or at least shake
True.
them.
Since these A3 patents are really bad as snipers, they can take down your sailors when you're heading to them.
Yeah, the patents are good units. They don't really stand against my T-80s, but he has the Leopard 2A4 to counter that.
Yeah. So he has definitely some troops to to stand against you pushing, or to avoid you from pushing.
Yeah, it is kind of a standstill, but once my Smirch and Danas are fully supplied, I was confident that I could push him out. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we see the Smirch is getting a lot of supplies, the Danas as well. Okay, no, one of the Purozalos is getting resupplied, but one of them is standing here without any ammo and fuel, just in the front line, doing nothing.
Oh, I think my Kodos
Yeah,
is...
no, now they will supply it. Okay.
And it's like a vet tree, so it's a veteran. You want to keep those alive.
Yeah, since regarding that you bought them without any veterancy, yeah, it really done its job.
Yeah, actually, it has done a better job than I expected, because the half of the game is already over, and I still have like 3 Chalos alive, so
Yeah.
pretty good call.
True. Yeah, the Zealous always do the job pretty well, in my experience. So now you have, I don't know if it's a comfortable lead, but you have a good lead at the moment with like 150 points. You have control over the middle almost, so at least you have a severe delta, and he can't do that much against it at the moment. Chilling a little bit with artillery, but yeah. And
Yeah, that is the sign for my attack. The Smirch is trying to hit the pattern defense line.
yeah, let's see if they can panic this time. Oh, looks pretty good. Yeah, one of them is stunned, and the other one is panicked now.
No, they're
Leopard,
both panicked actually.
yeah, both are panicked. I think if a unit is stunned, it's panicked.
Yeah, and the Danas are focusing on the Leopard 2 force,
Yeah.
and once those 3 units are out, my
Shaken.
T8s can take out.
Yeah, now you're pushing ahead with your 260 T62, the Zealous and the T80. Yeah, really good. You could have focused the single hammer, but I think yeah, the Ito is more important. Oh, no,
Yeah,
should
you need
the-
to.
Yeah,
prioritize.
now you prioritize the Ito, and one of the patents was able to take down one of your brave sailors.
Another veteran.
Yeah. The smaller VTS-1s here Bentguru has in these bushes, all the 4 of them are out of ammo, so he could have pulled them back since they weren't able to fight.
I think I attacked just on the right moment because I see a hammer just coming in to supply that entire.
Yeah, sure, but he should have pulled them back when you attacked because they weren't able to fight at this moment. Yeah. Now his MLS is shooting, was shooting at your push, but it didn't harm you.
No, but he's actually pretty good at focusing firing on the important stuff. Because when you attack, you have like the chip units to provide the meat shield, and the
Yeah.
core unit that do the actual damage. And he focused nicely on the T80s and the T62M. So.
Yeah, true.
But my Danas are firing on the Martyrs, trying to clear out that forest before I move in with my units.
Yeah, yeah. So, really good artillery usage of the both of you. The Leopard is now on Veteran C1. You won't really face a Leopard 2 on Veteran C1.
Well, when it's shaken, I'm
Yeah.
willing to.
Sure.
But you're right, I wouldn't bet 2 T80s on a clear field against a Vet 1 Leopard 4 who's like calm.
Yeah. Now his Fusiliers are getting stopped by your amount of tanks, not chance for the Spartans.
Nope, and 3 Fusilier squad, or was it 4? It just counts up to 80 points. So
Yeah, 4 of them. No, he's called in some heavy hawks because you tried a small push in India against the Stingers.
Mhm.
Yeah. Still, he's almost only got anti-air and yeah, 2 Fusiliers here to protect his CV. He's got this M113. They are pretty good against infantry as well because of the Browning MG, but yeah. not that
Yeah,
much
but
more.
that I don't even know how the Topaz got there, but I think I fast moved it from Golf and there was just no defense at that point, and it just managed to get to there. But
Okay, funny.
so now at Delta, I'm sending a suicide BTR just to see if there's still any units in that little forest.
Yeah, in fact, he's still got 4 Spartans with Fusiliers here. And the A3 pattern on the other side. But yeah, I think your push at the moment is superior to his defendings.
Yeah, unfortunately the Leopard 4 is still calm. Is now is calm instead of
Yeah.
shaken. So yeah, it's a dangerous unit that you need to take care
Sure,
of.
Yeah. But both
And
of your
it's-
T80s are on Veteran C1, yeah.
Yeah, and the Spartans are there, and
Yeah, you're shelling.
fortunately my artillery is taken out nice and easy.
Yeah, very easy for you. So he's got this heavy hawks again, and your Strellas are aiming. Let's see. Miss.
Yeah, unfortunately. But now he knows that I have anti-air there, so he needs to be a bit careful there.
Yeah. Okay, second miss of your Strellas. Oh, that's odd.
Yeah, what is all the veteran C4 if they can't even hit a heavy hawk?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the annoying and the fun part about Wargame. That's all hits are based on probability, so there's no guaranteed result that makes the game interesting.
Yeah, that's true. But I think in the most games which have a competitive scene, the creators avoid to implement such mechanics that there is
Yeah,
random luck.
sometimes it pays out for you and sometimes it doesn't. And of course, if it doesn't pay out for you and you get like bad rolls, dice rolls all the time, then yeah,
Yeah,
you
and
really
that
suck.
happens to me all the time. And
No,
that's
it's probability. You probably get a lot of lucky hits too, and you never notice them.
yeah, true that. Yeah, no, you have to fall back again with your TAs because there are two Leopard 2 A4s.
Yeah, and with
Oh, the T62 AIM-1 just killed one of them here.
yeah, so I saw that actually. That was actually a lucky shot, I think,
Yeah, that was definitely a lucky shot with
but
the.
it paid for itself with that.
Yeah, definitely. Now it's on what 2 runs 1. But the second missile didn't hit.
No.
Yeah. Okay, he called in one AMX of 1 meanwhile. So he's shelling. I think he's got it since like 10 minutes, but I didn't mention it yet. Um, yeah.
But yeah, I still have artillery dominance. I have 3 Danas and 1 Smirch versus 1 MLRS and 1 AMX Alfie. So.
Yeah, true that, true that. But you have definitely the map control here. You have some troops in Juliet and still your infantry here in this wood at India and the town at India. You're now pushing with 3 BTRs with Motostrelsky to India. There are just 3 Stingers, and they are not the best units when it's about defending infantry.
No, and at this stage, as you mentioned, I have map control and I have a comfortable lead. I am leading now with
700?
700 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, 700 points. And that is what I would call a comfortable lead.
Yeah, that's definitely a comfortable lead, and with map control, you just have to play it like slowly and not overextend anything because you don't need to
No.
do anything.
Yeah, on this map, it's once you have the island and the point lead, it's pretty hard to lose. So and I have both now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and he definitely has a lack of units now. He has one A3 pattern which is routing, one Leopard 2 which is routing, one Marder WTS1, 4 Ito Jeeps, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I won't even try to count my own units because
Yeah, you get a shitload of anything. Here now, small hint for the viewers. You had a corrected shot to the MLRS, and you were aiming it for it with your Smirch, but you did the same with your tube artillery with the Danas. So the Danas were faster, and so Bentguru saw that your tube artillery is shelling at the MLRS and moved it, and after he moved it, the Smirch salvo was incoming. So yeah.
that was a mistake by mine. That would have given me another 125 point lead. So yeah.
Yeah, true.
Fortunately, I'm already leading with 700 points at this stage, so I can survive mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, would have been good for you. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Now you control this wood at India as well. So yeah.
Yeah, and I control all the strategic location in the middle island, so yeah, I'm at a pretty comfortable lead.
Yeah. Really pretty
And
comfortable.
yeah,
Well, I would say since we both of us watched this the match before, I would say let's speed up for the twice speed.
hmm
Because I think it might get a little bit boring from now on. So I will give a countdown, and on go we switch to speed of 2.
copy.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right.
All right. So
Yeah, my Danas are just shelling the Foxtrot location. I think I tried to kill the mistletoes.
yeah, sure, they're worth a lot of money as well, like 120 and some.
And at this stage of the game, Bentguru has not been attacking me, so I know if he's not buying any units to attack me, then he's trying something else.
Yeah.
And I've watched the replay of him against Wolf Eater, and he ended that game with a heli push. which gave him a narrow lead of 11 points, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
This last auto push, and we just saw him calling in a lot of cobras here, and yeah, that was like as I mentioned, we were on Skype, and I told you like in every 2 minutes, just be care of late helo push because he did it against Wolf Eater and he won the game with it. So yeah,
yeah, so I've not been like wasting my money, my income. So I've reinforced the entire sector that I control with Strellas, and you can get like 16 of them. And I think at this stage I called in all 16 of them.
yeah, this was. That's an interesting thing I wanted to mention. We tested today. Today, before FIFA played against Bentguru, we tested the anti-air infantry, and we figured out that the Strellas have some advantages over the Eagles. If you buy them fully wetted, they cost like 30, so 5 points more than the Eagles. They one-shot every NATO helicopter as well. They have an HE power of 3, but the thing is that an increased veterancy level will increase the damage magically. So, yeah, they can be more effective compared
Yeah,
to the E-Glass because you can buy 16 of them as well. Yeah.
yeah, we shouldn't give away secrets like that so easily, but let's make it a level playing field.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a practical tip, and I hope I will see the more players using the cheap units like that. Well, actually, I shouldn't hope that, but
Yeah, sure. No, I just this is a little bit about education for the game, so I like to give some secrets away. We have a lot of secrets we won't tell that easy. So,
yeah, that's true. And since the manual does a shit job of it,
yeah. So and we just figured it out today, so yeah.
well, we knew that it gave magical stabilizers and better
Yeah.
morale, but the damage output once we tested it, it was really surprising for me that.
Yeah. Definitely. So HE3 anti-air rocket would only do kill 2 life points of a NATO helicopter, but if it's fully wetted, it will kill any NATO helicopter in any case if it hits. So it's
Yeah,
not the Apache, of course, but the Gazelles and Cobras. So as we saw, Bentguru was moving his helicopters all around the map that you don't recognize it so fast. I think you just recognized it, and yeah, he's taking down your anti-air here, the Pragas.
yeah,
Nice.
very good micro of him.
Yeah, as always, Bentguru has a really insane micro, and he's microing his helicopters really good here as well. Okay, in this case, he's losing 2 Cobras to supply jeeps, to supply trucks, but yeah, he took down most of the anti-air here.
Well, that
Which,
was my first line of anti-air defense. I have another
Yeah.
line.
yeah, sure, you have like 16 Strellas spread around the whole map here. They are like everywhere, so there was no point to win with a helicopter rush in this case.
Yeah, it must have been hell if you were like an helicopter pilot under Bentguru's army. And
Yeah.
he gave you the command, kill the CV, then.
Now he's coming in with a lot of heavy hawks as well, and yeah, it's like 1 minute to play, and yeah, this was like the last opportunity. Yeah, it's funny how long the Apache survives here. in the
Yeah, I
middle.
wanted to mention that. It actually survived all the way past all the defense lines
Yeah.
that I set up.
But it's panicked, and now the VPZU finished it. Okay, you have now 1,200 points in the lead. He's attacking with his Leopard and the last mistletoes. But yeah, I don't think he will get 1,200 points in the last 20 seconds here.
No, unless I like sent all the CVs towards his Cobras or something.
Yeah.
I wasn't planning to do that.
Okay, the T-62M just hit the Leopard again, but it only dealt 2 health points. Okay, the game is over.
Mm-hmm.
Total victory for you. Yeah, really good game, especially on your side. Really deserved win.
It was also a good game on Bentguru's side. He
Yeah.
showed the impressive micro as always, and
Yeah, definitely. I have big respect for Bentguru and his skills. Definitely, but yeah, you and I think it's yeah, we trained a lot for it, and you successfully exploited your opponent's weak points. So yeah,
Yeah, I am proud of this win. It was a good game for both of us, I hope. So yeah.
yeah, and yeah, you have like the hell bracket in the tournament, like Tigger, Bentguru, all the players the most people fear to face, and yeah, you did really well. Cool game.
Indeed.
Yeah. To the viewers, I hope you liked it. I hope you could learn a thing or two. And yeah, if you liked it, we would be really glad if you press the subscribe button. And hope I see you the next time. Ciao.
See you.
Bye.